Hello, everybody. This is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to our third installment of the Jan and Dawn show. Jan, say hi.
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
We are so excited to be here. Jan is a dear friend and a YouTube colleague, and we have decided that 1 month we're on my channel, 1 month we're on her channel, and we're going to talk about different money matters and things that I think will be a definite interest to you guys. The one topic that I really wanted to talk about today and get your reactions is we're going to talk about things that we're no longer willing to buy since inflation. I also have some additional questions on top of that. And what I did is I'm setting this video as a premiere. And what that means is over on the side, kind of like a live, you're going to be able to interject and answer these questions along the way. I actually really love getting Jan's feedback and her wonderful, valuable opinion, but I also love hearing from viewers all around the world to hear their opinion. Now, many of you know this. Not everyone that watches this channel or watches Jan's channel is from the United States. We've got people from all over the world. In the United States right now, it has been said that inflation is up all around for at 7.9%. It really has been hitting our food budgets. We know that. So we have to make informed purchase decisions. And so I'm going to be asking some questions that I want Jan to answer. I'll answer, and then I want to definitely get your feedback. But before getting into the questions, I want to do an introduction to my dear friend, Jan from New York City Saves Money, and just have her say hi and tell you a little bit about herself before I get to the first question. Go ahead, Jan.
Thank you so much, Dawn. First of all, it's an absolute honor, pleasure, and a delight to be here and to once again co-host a show with you, Dawn, Money Mom, because it was not that long ago that I viewed you when I started to watch YouTube as a beginner viewer. That was about 2018 or so. And the very first time that I saw Dawn, I just like binge watched your channel, Dawn, just saying for real and for true. Never did I think the day would come that I would have this absolute honor. Regarding about who I am, I'm a former elementary school teacher. I am a mom and I am a grandma. And I like to be frugal. I wasn't born frugal, but we could get into that at another show.
Hey, that would be an excellent show. That actually is a great idea. I go off in tangents. I want to say before starting with question one, many of you know I work from home. I have a family of three. I have my daughter who's graduating college this year, by the way, and my wonderful husband who went to go pick her up. So if she comes and they come in the door, you may hear noise and things in the background. Just know, guys, this is real life. I'm not in a studio. This is my home is my studio. But with that being said, I'm going to get into question one. And I don't just want to know Jan's opinion. I'll give you mine as well. I actually want to see the viewer's opinion on this. Okay, Jan and wonderful subscribers and viewers, let me know what are some items that you're no longer purchasing. It doesn't just have to be food items. It could be anything since inflation or maybe since the last couple years since the prices have gone up on certain items, because some items are just gone up maybe 5-10%, but there's some items that have gone up a lot. Like they say renting a car right now, the price of renting a car has gone up 73%. So some people may not want to do that anymore. So Jan, are there items that you are no longer willing to purchase since the price has gone up or inflation?
Absolutely, 100%. But here's the beautiful news, Dawn,
Go
because
ahead.
frugality has been a practice, a chosen practice of mine for at least, I would say, close to 2 decades. I can actually say that anything that happens around me is of little impact because what I do,
Oh,
yes, because what I do is I take those skills that I have honed over time and just keep living my life the same way. But in answer specifically to your question, which is only fair, I'm not going to go out at this moment in time and run out and buy a brand new wardrobe. Usually in the
okay.
spring, that is when I'm not even doing the thrift store thing right now. I'm putting that on hold because, as you know, at the current moment of the rising prices in a quick manner, I think for me, you have to prioritize. So if, let's say, I have a closet full of good clothing, there really is no reason for me. This is what works for me. Basically, I like to stick to basics, clothing that you can wear classically, like certain colors, whatever. It just works for me, and I just keep it low key, and that's what helps keep the cost down.
That makes a lot of sense. I totally get what you mean because some people do buy wardrobes, throughout they might once a year say, "Hey, I'm going to buy a few winter pieces, summer pieces." There's nothing wrong with that. But if we have a house full of clothes and they say the average person only wears 20%, maybe what we need to do is rotate our closets and look and see what do we really have and do a deep dive. Now, it may take time and say, "Okay, I've got 100 pieces of clothing, look through and figure out which ones you're wearing." And you might forget, hey, I forgot I had this nice shirt or shorts because it's bunched in so tightly. So that's a good. So you're going to say clothing. Is there anything else?
I was thinking of doing some redecorating, apartment redecorating, but actually, I'm going to put that on hold for another year. I have specific savings goals,
Uh
and
huh.
I'm just as happy right now doing just decluttering, things of that nature, which still makes you feel good. It still makes you feel like spring. But the actual like redecorating type thing is not an urgent matter for me. Therefore, it can wait. It's all about prioritizing for me.
So really, it sounds like non-essential items. By the way, while Jan and I are talking and having this conversation, I definitely want to hear from the subscribers. And if you're first tuning in, welcome. You are so welcome to be here. And I thank everybody for your support. So does Jan. That being said, we want to hear from you and get you. And I'm going to be reading and responding to those comments as well. After the show. So the things that I put down here are two things. Number one, anything that's full price, unless it's an absolute need and I can't wait on it. For example, let's just say you ran out of something and you're like, oh, I didn't realize I ran out of this, whatever it could be, and you had to go buy it and it's something your family needs, you're maybe going to pay full price. But bottom line is, and I'm talking most anything, I am waiting for sales and clearance to purchase things. And then I do try to stock up. So I'm going to say I rarely buy anything at full price. So it's not a specific item, full price. And also, number two, a lot of national brands. I used to be, and I grew up where my mom, and you didn't have as many generics back then, but I bought mostly just all national brands of everything. And I really wasn't willing to step out and try as many generics. But back then, I would buy the national brands on sale and use coupons. Well, now, even if you buy some of the national brands on sale with a coupon, you can't, still sometimes the store brands are cheaper. So I'm really branching out to store brands. What do you think about that? Viewers and Jan, what do you think about that?
I think you're definitely on the right track. You're not like being too controlled or too influenced by outside factors. You're staying focused. It strikes me that you're staying focused on your goals. You want to continue whatever those goals are, and you're differentiating what really should be done and maybe not done. The separation of the wants and the needs. And I know that sometimes it sounds repetitive and maybe sometimes a little boring sometimes when people hear it, but it's always warranted. It's always something to keep in mind. I
It's
think you're
going back to the
absolutely on the right
basics.
track.
It's going back to the basics, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and you guys know I'm doing the mindful journey. I'm just a little bit, and you guys know I all have a rebellious spirit. When someone says, Dawn, do you need it? I start to kind of go, well, I want it. I have the money for it. Because to be honest with you, I have money to buy anything that I really want. But a lot of times when I buy stuff, it just sits around and I forget about it. Like my chaffle maker. I still haven't used that, by the way. And so honestly, I'm really just not buying a whole lot unless I really want it and I know I'm going to use it every day. The one recent purchase I did make, I know this is going off topic, is my slow cooker. And I did get it on sale. It was kind of pricey. No, I didn't get it at a thrift store, but I use it every single week. And I'm glad I did. So that
Bravo.
now, this is my next question. I'm going to ask you, Jan, and also subscribers and viewers. Are there some items that you still will buy, but you're not buying them as often? For example, there may have been something, and this would be a good example for me. I used to buy chocolate every single week, and I would buy it on sale, and I'd fill up our candy dish at home. And when I have guests over, they could have some candy, but I would buy chocolate every single week. So there are some items that maybe you'll still buy, but you kind of now keep them as a treat. Jan, do you have items like that?
Yes. I love hot chocolate. It could be July and I'll still drink hot chocolate.
Oh
So,
gosh, I love hot chocolate.
so I'm kind of sort of not willing to give that up. There are certain companies that I do prefer over others. Some just they're just not doing it for me. It's just like too watered down. But I'm also
Oh, so
very
you have a
willing
favorite
to
brand
make
of
it
hot
from
chocolate?
scratch. Yes, I do. I have a
Okay,
couple of favorite brands, but
got it. Got it.
And I think pretty much my viewers, my channel pretty much kind of know what I drink anyway when it comes to the hot chocolate. But on a different note, not that I would slow down on it. This is something that no matter what happens, I believe in good quality walking shoes because that's health related and always, even if you could get them on sale, yay. But just like going beyond the price, to me that is an investment in your health and in how you feel, because if you're walking comfortably, you're going to tend to walk more.
And better
um,
posture.
Better posture. And that's just one of the things that personally I don't wouldn't like to quote cheap out on, if you will. But I'm always happier if I could get it at a sale, of course.
Got it. So there may be some items that you're not buying as much. Well, I wrote down some items and we'll see if they're relevant to you, Jan. Okay, these are things that I don't buy as often that I used to buy a lot. The first one is something my husband likes and I would buy it all the time is bacon. Because of the price of bacon, I rarely buy it. I try to get it on clearance or a sale, but it's something I don't. And so my husband likes me to fix some eggs and with cheese, and then I would put some ground sausage or bacon in there. Now, instead of putting bacon, my little secret is I buy bacon bits, but they're actually chopped up bacon and it's good now. And it's like $1.35 versus spending $9 for bacon. And so I buy that and sprinkle it in there with a little cheese. And then I, portion control them out throughout the week and it's perfect.
I love
So
that
bacon,
idea, Dawn. I love it.
isn't it?
I
I
call
like
it
that. I'm gonna have to
bacon.
share that in case anyone didn't hear. I'll share that in another
I
video.
call it fake and bacon.
Yeah, but this is actually real bacon. I get
No,
it
no,
at
no. I know
Whole.
the one you mean. That's wonderful. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. It's actual real bacon. It's not the dried bacon like what you mean, the fake and bacon. Okay, the next thing is Starbucks. Every week I used to have a Starbucks. I did a demo. I rarely do Starbucks anymore. The prices haven't gone up way much, but I'm like, you know what? I just don't need to spend $20 a month on Starbucks. So I'm not doing that. And with that going out to eat, I
Excuse me.
do sometimes, but because of inflation and the prices, some of the prices have really gone up on going out to eat at some of our local restaurants. It's not like it'd be different if you used to spend maybe $10 for a salad. But if it goes from like, $10 for a salad and now it's $16, I'm not going to do that. Now, if
Right.
it goes up $1.50, I understand, maybe even two, but I'm just not. So I rarely go out to eat. I rarely do Starbucks. And then chocolate, don't buy chocolate that often. So those would be the things I rarely buy. I would love to hear from you, subscribers and viewers. What are things that you still buy because you really love them? It could be like Dove chocolate, for example, or bacon, but you don't buy them as often. I definitely want to hear from you and I'll respond to those comments. But as that's going on, I'm going to ask Jan. And Jan, you already kind of gave a little bit of an answer to this. What are things, even if the price has gone up, that you feel is worth the money? And it doesn't have to just be food items. You mentioned shoes. That's an excellent answer. What are things that you are still going to buy? So you're not buying all the other little things anymore. You're saving your money for quality. What are those items you're still going to buy?
Well, that's my lifestyle. I might look around. I mean, my appearance may look like, oh my gosh, that poor lady. However,
Oh,
no. I'm talking about I don't have the fancy haircut and stuff like that. I do that on purpose, so I could get the valuable stuff that matters most to me. To me, it's not all that important. The other things, I want the value. That's why I'm very frugal. But in answer to your
that makes
question,
sense.
while
Yes.
I'm walking around, maybe looking a little like, oh my goodness, uh, I
I
still
have
ended
never
up.
thought, oh my goodness, Jan, you always look beautiful. I love your lipstick. I
Thank
mean,
you so
you
much.
are a very pretty lady, so I
Thank you
don't
so
think that,
much.
but okay.
Thank you too much. Anyway, I am still willing to pay for 90% plus ground beef. I'm not compromising on that because, first of all, I don't think it's a value to get the cheaper one. People say, oh, you cook it, you drain it. Well, what's the point of that? Then you just have much less meat. I rather have the meat and less of that other gooey, ooey stuff that I don't like.
I definitely agree. You and I are on the same page, but is there anything else as well? You mentioned
Yes.
shoes.
Okay. What did I indicate here? Okay. Oh, I still will always get brand name paper towel products and bathroom tissue because, like, for I'm going to use the names. If you, is it okay if I use these names or not?
You can use any names you wish, my dear.
Okay, because this okay.
This is a non-sponsored video. I will just say that. But there's no reason that people can't share some of their favorite brands.
Exactly. I just want to make absolutely sure. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I like to use this product, and I might have mentioned it here or elsewhere. I know I did on my own channel. There's a product called Plenty Paper Towel. My folks have heard of it. It is actually Bounty under a different label. It's made from Procter and Gamble. It could be, you could check it online. You could find out factually it's the same thing. But I get it at a much better price. I feel that Bounty is the Cadillac of paper towel. If I'm going to buy a roll of paper towel, I want good quality paper towel. If there's a spill, boom. That's me. That's I'm just you're asking the question, so that's why I have to answer the truth. Bathroom tissue, Scott, Markel, that type. I forget that ply. It's the same ply that you like to use that you mentioned on
The
your
one
show.
ply, yeah, because it's better for plumbing.
Yes, it is better for plumbing for a fact because I have a friend that is a plumber and it was a joke that the day after Thanksgiving is like the biggest day.
Oh yeah, you've told me that, and I've heard that not just from you. You're right.
Yes. Yeah, they say that in the plumbing business, you know.
That makes
And
a lot of sense.
one
By
more
the way,
thing.
if I get somebody ringing the bell, I'm gonna have to step away, go get it, and then come back. I hope you
Okay.
guys don't mind. I told you this is real life, but they're opening the door.
Okay.
Okay, so is there anything else you want to add to all this
Yes.
one? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I want to add I will not buy the one bathroom tissue that's located in dollar stores. It looks like there's so many of them. It is nothing but fluffery. That roll goes away in like, so quickly.
I
So
never even
no,
thought about
I
that.
like value.
I understand. Well, we definitely want to hear from the viewers. I wrote some things down. The first thing that I wrote down is makeup. Now, I don't have a lot of makeup on right now. I have just a little bit of eye makeup on. That's it. But I like certain Revlon lipstick. I was trying to buy Dollar Tree makeup and like eyeliner and things. It just was not working at all. So I buy the makeup I like, but I don't, spend a lot of money, but I buy the makeup that I like Revlon lipstick. I like that. There's a glimmer eyeliner. I like that. So I buy the makeup that I like. And with that, I buy the Pond's Cold Cream because I really like that. And it's not super expensive.
No.
Clinical Secret deodorant. I tried buying a different brand. It did not work as well. And then good shoes, SAS shoes. I really, really like SAS shoes. They're expensive, but they're really, really good. And, they last a long time. There's a cush. And I use them for my demo. So they last about 3 years. So they're good value. I'm not going to go cheap on shoes. And then I put down two other things. Ground beef. I tried buying ground turkey because it was on clearance. It's not the taste, it's the texture. I just like the ground beef. So what I do is I buy ground beef and then but I just use less. So if I used to use like 2 pounds or 3 pounds on a thing of chili. Now I might just use 1 pound, something like that. I stretch it out. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm going to cook up a whole bunch of ground beef and then drain all the grease and then portion control them, season it, and then portion control it in bags. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. The other last but not least things is I like Women Within. I like their pants. I like their summer nightgowns. I like some of their other type of under type things. There are certain things that I like from them. Women Within. Yes. Am I spending more than I would going out to the store? Yes. But I like it and I wear it and it doesn't just sit in my closet. The main thing, like Jan, are these things sitting in your closet not being used because you got them at a good price? I would rather buy one summer nightgown that costs 3 times as much as I'm going to get somewhere else, because I bought some nightgowns at a local store, and they were clingy. They weren't comfortable. I ended up donating them. I got them super cheap, like for $6, but I didn't end up wearing them. So I buy what I like. So that's pretty much there. But I'm with you with the ground beef, Jan. I mean, I wish I could say I buy turkey, but I don't. So I want to start with our last question. And I know this show is going longer, and I know people may be coming in and out, but you know what? I still think it's a lot of fun, and I'm having fun. Okay. Now, are there things that you have switched brands on, that you used to use one brand, but you just thought, you know what, I'm going to reach out and try different brands? Now, it could be that you tried the different brand, you don't like it as well, and you went back to your original brand. And I have something here I'll share with that. Or it could be things where you're like, you know, this has really gone up in price. I'm going to branch out and try some different products and see if I like the different brand. Go ahead.
There's a dish liquid that begins with your actual name. Now, I
Yeah.
didn't always buy that. I used to use the green one. That was pretty okay. And then there's like an amber colored one. That was pretty okay. And then the worst of all is if you ever see the pink one, it's a pink one, but it smells great. The pink one smells great, but you need a whole bottle. It's like wash a dish. Okay. So
Okay,
no.
got
So
it.
one day I tried, the one that begins with letter D and everything. I love that. That is true value for real and for true. Just need a little bit, a little dab will do you. And I could fill it up in other bottles. I do. I stretch everything out as much as I can.
Yeah, I understand. I totally get it. And I understand now. These are some things. I'm going to tell you something. Oh, wait. Is there anything else, Jan? I'm sorry.
No, that's yes. One more thing. I don't like to compromise. There are certain things that I hand wash at home, and the
Yes.
remainder goes out to the laundry. Which that's one thing that I do have, done for myself, because time is money, and that saves me time.
Yes.
And we're not allowed to keep a machine in these units here, so that's another story. But
Got
making
it.
long story short, I like good quality detergents, laundry detergents. What I will do, I will actually pour some of that detergent in a bottle when I have my laundry sent off. Please use this for me. They're like, okay.
I love that. That's good. That's wonderful. Well, I wrote down some things. This is something that I tried to switch brand on, and right away I'm like, no, I'd rather not have it. The Dollar Tree chocolate. I thought, okay, this is $1.25. And if I bought this chocolate name brand at another place, it's going to be $4 and something. I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. It basically, it had no flavor. And so I'm not switching brands of chocolate. I just buy it less often. Also, something else, dish tabs. I was using national brands, and then now I'm using the Sam's brand. I'm still not sure if it works as well. The other one might work a little bit better, but it is so much cheaper, if that makes sense. And so is sometimes things are so much cheaper that if you're spending more, is the extra cost really worth it? And so with the dish tabs, I'm not sure. I want to know everybody else's opinion. If you have a dishwasher and you use dish tabs, do you think the generic works as well as the national brands? I'd like to know. The other is deodorant. I tried to buy some at the Dollar Tree and use that. It just did not work well. And as a matter of fact, one of them, I got some redness underneath my arm, and I thought, well,
Oh,
that's not good. I spent $1 on this. Wasn't worth it. So I used my Clinical Secret. I still like that. But the sad thing is I still have some of those cheaper deodorants that I either need to donate or do something with. The other thing is I used to use Bath and Body Works candles. I still think they're the best. Now I use Aldi. Is Aldi as good as Bath and Body Works? To be honest, they're pretty close, but they're not as good. But they are so much less expensive. I could spend $15 at Bath and Body Works, and then over at Aldi, it used to be $3.99. Now they went up to $4.25. I could spend $4.25 for a candle. And in the summer, I'm not even using candles because it's warm. Here, I mostly use them for 6 months out of the year. And then last but not least, the one thing I switched to brand on was I wanted to get a flannel nightgown from Women Within. I buy a lot of stuff, but their flannel nightgowns were really pricey. And then when I went to go order, they was a wait time. It was they said it was a delay. So I went to Walmart and I bought one for $14.99, and I couldn't be happier with it. So I saved a lot of money. So next time I need a flannel nightgown, I'll probably go to Walmart. Bottom line is, with all of this stuff, I'm just spending a lot more time doing research before I purchase, and I'm doing a lot less impulse buying. And I'm really stocking up on things I love, but I'm not just buying things I want, and I'm thinking about things. I do away, like I wanted to order something online the other day, some vitamins. And I thought, do I really need them? And what I did is I let myself wait for 48 hours. And after that 48 hours, I didn't buy it. So I'm waiting before purchasing. So that's kind of it. I want to ask any of you folks here, have any of you switched brands on something, and because the new brand is cheaper, do you like it better? Did you switch back to the other brand because it wasn't worth it? A lot of times when I go in the stores, I just look at eye level. I don't look up high and I don't look down low. And there may be all sorts of brands that I'm missing out on when I'm in the stores. What do you think about all of this, Dan? Do you have anything else you kind of want to add to anything?
Yes. Well, first of all, it's good that you're noticing that it's better to look up and below, not just at eye level, because that's exactly what they want us to do. This is the thing: if there's something that you use often, and you're always going to use that thing often, if it comes on sale, that's the thing you stock up on. That's the best tip I could give.
I definitely think you're right. If you look at, but I think a lot of times, and I don't know if it's just me, other people, we tend to sometimes buy things just because it's on sale or just because it's clearance. But if you have a favorite brand, and all of us have our favorite brands as a certain thing, and it does go on sale, it'd be better to buy it. But with that, I want to add this. Let's say you have your favorite brand and you just don't see sales on it anymore. I mean, I've heard some of the folks here on my other comments say certain things I like don't ever go on clearance on sale. I would rather buy something retail and pay full price, something I love and I know I'm going to use, than buy a bunch of stuff that is on sale and clearance and you end up throwing it away. I mean, I am working on in my life with frugality. I'm 57. I turned 57 the end of March. I'm working on really being a better steward and wasting less. And even if I'm not 100%, if I can get a little bit better each month, I'm wasting less of everything in my house. I'll feel like that's a win. To me, that's what frugality is. A lot of people think frugality is cutting everything out. Oh, you can't have any fun. You can't go out to eat. You can't buy an outfit you like.
Nope.
You just have to sit at home and do nothing.
Nope.
Frugality isn't not getting your hair done or going out for a coffee. Frugality is basically, to me, maybe I'll just say this and rephrasing this. Frugality to me is not wasting. That to me, that's what I think. Getting the best value and not wasting everything you have. And I had one of the subscribers write one of the best comments I ever said. She said, I don't need to go buy things. She said, my house is a store. I love that.
Oh, that's great.
I thought that was great. So, Jan, do you have anything, or subscribers, anything else you want to add to any of this?
As a frugal person by choice, I want to be frugal. It empowers me. I live in my frugal world of choices. I take my time. I take it case by case. I refuse to get overwhelmed. Outside situations are always going to happen. They have happened for 20 years when I started getting frugal. They're still happening. But if you can hone the frugal skills by choice, it doesn't matter what happens, because you're going to take the same smart methods and apply them.
That makes a lot of sense. I definitely agree with Jan. Hey, I'm a work in progress. I don't know about you. Now, I do want to just ask you, all of you guys, Jan, I'll ask myself, I'll ask the viewers. This is an additional bonus question. Do you feel like, since you've watched YouTube frugal videos and had your own channel, do you feel like you've improved in some areas in terms of frugality in your own life?
Yes, because it's not an embarrassing thing. At one time, everyone didn't, at one time, let's say 25, 30 years ago, it wasn't considered cool.
I never thought about that.
Yeah. Now, when people talk about things, it becomes more real. We're sharing and exchanging ideas. I've become a better person for it in so many ways, and not even in just the area of frugality, because this platform affords so much information. It's just amazing. And the answer, in short, to you is yes.
I have made a lot of improvements too. I do a lot less impulse buying. I do a lot less excuses. Well, it's on sale and clearance, so I must be frugal. And I've changed what I thought frugal is. Frugal to me used to be always shopping and getting the best deal. And now my idea of frugality has changed. And I'd love to hear from the subscribers. As Jan and I are just basically sitting and having a conversation, I really am hoping that people are interjecting comments over on the side, as just interjecting any thoughts and feelings you have on the matter. And then I'll be writing back as the show is going on. So I've really enjoyed today's show. Next month we'll be over at Jan's channel, and then Jan will let you know at that time what she's going to do. She's kind of tweaked a few ideas at me, and I'm really excited about the show that she's going to be doing. But we'll save that. Let me know what you guys think of these monthly podcasts, once on my channel, once over on Jan's channel. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and we hope it gives all of you a chance to interact. And that's all I just have to say, except I just want to say thank you to subscribers. Thank you for all the new folks. We really appreciate each and every one of you. And I would just hope that you keep coming back to our shows. If you haven't already, please visit Jan's channel. The one thing I kind of feel like sets Jan and I a little bit apart, or can sometimes set us a little bit apart, is we really work on being cheerful, and we really work on creating a community where everyone feels safe, that they can be themselves, they're not judged for their financial choices. We want this to be a place where you're basically stepping away from your real life, coming over here and just being able to relax, have fun, and go away feeling good. I want to leave people to feel encouraged and to feel good. And with that, also to know that you do have choices and you do have options. Everyone's situation's different. Everyone lives somewhere different, but we all have options and choices. And to leave you feeling like, hey, I got this. I'm going to be okay. How about you, Jen? What do you want to end the show with?
Just a sincere and humble thank you to all the viewers and the subscribers. I just really appreciate everyone's time. Thank you so much. And
Thank
thank
you,
you,
everybody.
Dawn.
We love you both. I love you all. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye.